Welcome back, and I can't believe this. This is the first RS we've had in the workshop. I've never even seen one. This is the first one I've seen, and I'm going to be fitting a Jekyll Hyde to this bike. Again, first RS with a Jekyll Hyde that we've done in the workshop. He's gone for the pearl grey, so we'll get that on. It's got all the bits here for it. It is a bike specific kit for the RS, so it's not just a GS one I'm chucking on it, it is bike specific. And whilst we're here, the customer's also brought some tiny little LED lights that he wants me to fit. So I'm going to secrete those into the frame somewhere, or into the fairings. I think we're going to try and stick them behind the fins, so they're really subtle. So I'm going to wire those into his bike as well whilst we've got it in bits. So yeah, come back in a bit and I'll have it all stripped down, as much as I need to strip it down anyway for a Jekyll, and we'll get the exhaust on and get these lights in. Yeah, so popping the seat off is exactly what I expected. It's just a GS or an RT under the seat. It's exactly the same as the GS, to be fair. No space for anything, as normal. But we'll be able to get the control unit for the Jekyll under there. Yeah, and we'll be able to put the little, I'm going to put a thunderbox just for these lights, because they're just little LED tiny ones that just want to come on and off with ignition. So I think putting an easy can on it is probably a little bit overkill. So we're going to try and wire up with a thunderbox, wire it into ignition. Because this is lithium, you can't just wire it in. It will need an ignition source, otherwise it will just stay on all the time. So I know where there's an ignition source. We'll tap that in and we'll wire it in through Heeltech Thunderbox to power the lights. And it'll give him a couple of accessories if you want to put a USB or something else on it down the line. But yeah, it's pretty much just a GS. Like every day, there's just GS, 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 GS. Yeah. So I've been given a new hat by exposure. Not that you can see it because it's camouflaged. So I've gone all John Cena on you. You can't see me, okay? Right, so I've done a quick little rig it up just to see if it works. Normally I would never power lights through a Thunderbox. I never do it, I always do it through an easy can. But because these are just a little LED that he just wants to be seen, an easy can's just a bit overkill. So I've wired these into this, and because he's got lithium, you need to give it an ignition source. Otherwise, if you just wired it into the battery, because the lithium sits slightly higher than a regular 12-volt battery, it would just be on all the time. So these lights would never turn off. So by giving it an ignition source, these will now come on and off with ignition. Ready? Give it a second, and they'll come on now. There you go. So they're on with ignition. If we've turned the bike off, they'll stay on for like 45 seconds just till this circuit kicks out. You'll hear the little click of the relay. As soon as that clicks, this will just power off. It's the same ignition source that I use for a Chiggy system or an in-off system. It saves wiring it all the way up to the front. But yeah, these will just stay on for 30, 40 seconds, then they'll power off. And every time he turns the bike back on, they'll come back on. Nice and simple way of doing it, because he doesn't need all the function of strobing and everything else with the easy can. So we'll just use this on, off, that's all we need. But they are pretty bright. They're Oxford lights, and we don't do Oxford lights, but these are pretty decent. So I'm gonna stick them in the little gills of the bike somewhere. I'm gonna make fab a little bracket up, pop them in. So we'll see what they look like in a bit. But I think they look quite cool, as opposed to massive lights. I say it's gonna go off. It does go off, promise you. Promise you, there we go, it's going to go off, there you go, there you go. It's on and off, so that's all good. I'll tidy all this up obviously, but I'm going to start fitting the Jekyll now. So I'll get all the bits out of the box, whip his exhaust off now it's cooled down, and we can get all that cool stuff done, because this is the fun bit now. So, see you in a bit. So I need to apologise. I lied to you at the beginning of the video and said I hadn't had an RS in before, but I have. I just forgot, because I can't remember what I did last week on bikes, let alone what I've done a month ago. But yeah, I have had an RS in, because I remember there's a silly screw behind this panel. And Will's even put a short out that did really well, showing the screw behind the badge. So yeah, I have had an RS in, and I've done a little bit more, but I'm not going to show you till the end, because you can't see it, because they're all hidden behind the panels. But you'll see it when I turn it on. So yeah, this is the bit I was on about on the other video, from the other RS I did. So there's a bolt behind the badge, so you can't just pull the panel off, because there's a badge, and you have to pop the badge off, and there's a screw. So yeah, we'll pop that back in now.
Well, so usually it's like a heat thing, isn't it?
A heat thing? Oh yeah, I usually have to pop them off, but yeah, that's in. I've done a bit of wiring, the button's on for the Jekyll. That's back here.
What's that, the Thunderbox?
No, this is for the Jekyll's switch.
Oh, and that's the cable.
And then I've done the other bit, the other light, I've mounted that now, around the cable. I'm just go on the other side and we'll start putting the exhaust pipe on now. Just wanted to get that bit done before I do that bit. So we'll go and do that bit now. me just pause the music. We'll turn the liners off. Yeah, shh. Right, don't want to get a copyright strike. Anyway, exhaust is on. Doesn't it look cool? The silver looks good with this. So,
You don't get any silvers, do you?
no, don't do silver very often. It's always black. Black, black, black. So just go route this through, pop that on there, put the cables in, plug it in, and it's kind of done. So yeah, give me another half an hour or so and we'll have this thing fired up, revving its nuts off outside.
Go on, take a bite.
Mm.
Oh wow.
So I like listening to music in the workshop.
What song is it?
This is Mr. Tinkerman by Ozzy Osbourne. Obviously Ozzy's died now.
Can't speak bad of the dead tongue.
But we like Ozzy, but the words to this song are a little bit suspect. So if you want to go and look back at the lyrics for Mr. Tinkerman, tell me what you think. I'm not going to sing it.
Because then you'll look weird.
Yeah. So I've done all the wiring now, I've tested everything, it all works. I'm not going to show you how to install a Jekyll Hyde from start to finish because we need you to bring it to us to get the warranty. If you want a 4-year warranty, you've got to get it approved by fitted by an approved installer, which is me. So bring it to us, we'll do all the work for you. You just sit down and drink coffee. But we've fitted the Thunderbox to power the lights. They're the first time I've fitted those lights. Normally I would never fit lights to a Thunderbox, never fit Denali's or anything like that to it. But because there's such tiny little LEDs that are just going to be on full whack all the time, we just wired them straight into that, so they'll come on and off with ignition. He's also got a couple of spare sockets now, so if he's going to wire anything else, he is going to buy the USB adapter that we have for this, so he can run it into his pannier, so he can charge his iPad, I think he said, as he's going down the road. But yeah, it's pretty neat. It's all in, all the wiring's in, buttons on. I'll give it a test, but we'll get it outside in a minute and we'll fire it all up. So let me have a tidy up, we'll get it off the ramp. Don't you be taking a picture of my arse. Right, so now we've established I'm a big fat liar and I have worked on the RS before. Here we go, it's all done. Jekyll Hyde is on and I've managed to wire in the little lights at the front. So if Will comes around the front, I'll turn the bike on and you'll be able to see them. I think they look really cool because they're just really subtle. I don't need to point at them, but they're there. They look cool. They're not something we actually sell at the moment, but we probably could get them in. Wouldn't be hard to get them in. It's not something we do. The customer just brought them along with him and asked me to fit them, so I've done what he asked. Exhaust is on, and we'll fire it up now and get a bit of a sound check. So as stock, it just sounds like a GS, because it's just a GS engine in there. But yeah, with the Jekyll Hyde on, it just makes it sound so much better. So this is with the valve in its closed position. Pretty muted. Normal. Push the button, loads deeper. Now we can get a bit more bark out of it. That's good. Double press, puts it in the midway position. Back to quiet, back to loud. You're always going to have it in loud, because why would you? There you go, Jekyll Hyde fitted to an RS. If you want it really loud, and I mean really loud, can source the Krapovich headers for it, and we could bang them on for you, remap it, put a Jekyll on there, be so loud your ears will bleed. But yeah, if you want that doing, just give us a bell, we'll get it done. Check the website and we'll get it. Yeah, check the website, check the description, whatever else, please subscribe and all that malarkey. Will's just telling me what to say now. I don't really know what I'm doing. But yeah, if you want one, you know where to come. A bite thing.